You know that moment when you decide to eat better, but suddenly everything you used to love feels off limits? You're hungry, you're busy, and all you see are buns, or fries, or sugar everywhere. You want to feel healthier, but not miserable. If that's you, this video is going to change how you eat out in the fast food chain world. We've all been there, the drive-through run, the late night takeaway, the just one latte that somehow turns into a muffin too. And the truth is, most of us don't need a diet. We just need better swaps, tiny changes that don't shock the system. So let's walk through the most common food chains here in the UK and further afield, and I'll show you how to turn them from rubbish and junk traps into smarter choices. Disclaimer: I'm not sponsored or affiliated to any of these eateries, purely trying to be helpful for our lower carb loving audience. So hi, I'm Mish. I am an educator, former nurse, and I'm proving alongside my own health reset journey that you can lose weight, that you can boost energy, and you can reset your body without cutting all of the foods that you absolutely love. When I started this journey, I did overhaul everything as I was keeping my body in a state of ketosis, which means I was eating less than 30 grams net carbs a day. And I was also intermittent fasting. I didn't eat out, I only ate what I cooked. And yeah, I dropped 18 pounds in 7 weeks. Week 8, undone some of that hard work. But here in week 9, the water weight is coming back down fast. And now I'm moving into a phase where it's not about being completely deprived. All right, so I'm going to give you low carb options here, which means kind of looking at consuming maybe less than 100 grams net carbs a day. If you're not sure what that means, I've linked a video I made explaining it all here, and I've linked it again at the end of this video. So here's some real food swaps grouped by the habits that matter most. So you don't need to ditch the drive-through, you just need to kind of ditch the bread. McDonald's, Burger King, Five Guys, all of those burger chains. Order your burger without the bun. To put it in context, a plain McDonald's hamburger bun contains roughly 26 grams net carbs, which would be a third of your daily low carb net carb goal just on the bun alone. So ditching it just keeps you super low. There's so much more you can add safely too. You can add cheese, you can add bacon, sausage, egg, chicken breast. Anything meat based is going to come in on the lower end of the net carbs list. In terms of sauces, go light or miss the sauce altogether. Really high sugar. And all that meat that you're going to have is still really satisfying, and you won't have that slump afterwards. Chips, fries, crisps are fun, but don't fill up on them, because then you're going to have that crash hit. McDonald's standard medium fries, you're looking at about 38 grams net carbs, even higher net carbs than the bun we've just talked about. So KFC, Nando's, all of the above, swap chips for salad, green beans. 100 grams of those, you're looking more at 3 grams net carbs rather than the 38 that you're going to get in fries. Extra chicken, boiled eggs, you're going to feel fuller for longer without that bloat. And we're not talking sad lettuce here. Subways, Leon, Pret a Manger, build a real salad. You want nutrient dense options: chicken, tuna, avocado, olive oil. Skip sugary dressings, go for balsamic vinegar or plain olive oil. Something like a Subway chicken teriyaki salad bowl with a bit of oil, you're only looking at around about 5 grams net carbs. If that was in sandwich form, times those net carbs by about 9, you'd be looking at 45 grams net carbs. Wow, that's nearly half your daily allowance. You don't need cow's milk or oat milk to survive. At Costa or Starbucks, go for an Americano with cream, unsweetened almond milk or sugar-free syrup, caramel vanilla, or black tea. It with egg bites, protein boxes, breakfast bundles, or better still, make sure you're not hungry before you go in so that you're much less tempted by the pastries. Pizza night's still on at Domino's, Easy, Pizza Express, pizza chains. You might want to just look for eating the toppings, not the crust. Toppings will come in anywhere from 1 to 5 grams net carbs. One slice of pizza base, if you add that into it, you're adding anywhere from 25 to 40 gram net carbs per slice. Or where available, grab their cauliflower or Lagara base. The pizza base with a hole in the middle, you're dropping a whole load of carbs if you choose that one, or cut the middle out. Meat toppings, you want veggies, cheese, tomato sauce, and flavour. You're not getting the carb coma. Then if you want something like Greg's or Wetherspoon's breakfast, totally fine. Again, you'll just be best just skipping the toast. You're looking at about 12 grams net carbs a slice, and hash browns are about 24 grams net carbs for one. So go for eggs, bacon, sausage, mushrooms, add in coffee or tea, skip the orange juice. Asian food, absolutely love it. And again, here you'll be looking to skip the noodles. Itsu, wasabi, or wagamama, those chains. Choose sashimi, miso soup, curry without rice. The more dry the dish, the better. Add extra greens or a small portion of edamame. And you don't need to order salad when everyone else around you is having steak. Kind of your Wetherspoons, Beefeater, Miller and Carter. Have your steak or mixed grill. You're going to skip the chips. Research has brought up that an average Wetherspoons portion of chips contains around about 130 grams net carbs. Daily low carb limit blown up just right there in that one meal. So add salad, add more meat. You want to be fuller for longer. Sauces, touched on this earlier. This one's sneaky. Sauces can ruin a good meal full of hidden sugars, and in 1 tablespoon of tomato sauce, you've got about 5 grams net carbs, more than a burger. Nando's, Spoons, Hungry Horse, ask for sauces on the side, stick to mayo or olive oil based, skip sweet chili, tomato or barbecue sauces. When you're unsure, ask, did this come from nature or did this come from a fryer? Choose meat, fish, eggs, cheese, veg. The higher carb veg to avoid or minimize include most root vegetables. So, like we just said, the chips, the potatoes, sweet potatoes, corn, peas, squashes. Low carb veg includes leafy greens like spinach, kale, lettuce, as well as your cruciferous veg like broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts. I do like a sprout. Other excellent options, courgette or zucchini for our American English friends. Asparagus, cucumber, celery, mushrooms. And keep it real, your body knows what to do with that. So next time you're out, don't panic, don't overthink it. You don't have to be perfect. You just need to know how to make a couple of more smarter choices. That's how real transformation starts. I've made a printable restaurant swap guide for 5 of the most common eat out restaurants takeaways. You'll find the link in the description below. You'll get a comprehensive list of net carbs, protein breakdown, of foods that are just safer to go for when you're out. So it just makes it easier for you to choose a little bit more wisely. And if this video helped, hit subscribe. I've linked the video I was talking about earlier about what carbs and low carbs are and what net carbs are. You might want to check that out because you got this, and I am doing this right alongside you.